stamps, ink, and paper, and we can make a beautiful card. I'm Sylvie from sylviestamps.com. Let's get to my table and I will show you. Welcome to my table, and let's make this card together. Now it is Easter soon, so I made it into an Easter card. I will explain some options for you. So first of all, you will need the decorative borders stamp set. I love these borders. They are beautiful. You don't have to color them. We're going to partially color them today. You don't even have to color them at all if you don't want to in some cases. There's even some little accents here. This one is easily repeatable, like you can, stamp it several times in a row. Just beautiful borders. And then you will need, there's no greeting in the stamp set, so you will need a greetings stamp set. I've chosen the Celebrating You because there are so many different options, including the Happy Easter because it's Easter soon, but you could easily use Happy Mother's Day that is coming up soon, or any of the other greetings on this stamp set, which is really nice, very, very versatile. You will use it over and over again. And then I've chosen this Hope and Prayer because of the cross here, because it's Easter. And again, if it's, if it resonates with you, it's a beautiful stamp set as well that can be used in many different circumstances. You are in my prayers is certainly something you can send to someone. So if that is something that resonates with you, it's a beautiful stamp set. And today I've chosen the Fresh Freesia color, and I have the Fresh Freesia stamping blends, and I'm going to be using only the dark of the Daffodil Delight just for a little accent. Don't worry, I will put a list of all the subscription in all the supplies in the description. There we go. Okay, so let's get started. I am going to start by we are going to start with a piece of basic white cardstock, and I am going to grab my stamp. I'm using this corner border here, and because it's a little bit bigger, I am going to put my stamp upside down and ink it this way. You have to be a little more intentional in putting ink on with the black ink because of that particular ink pad. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp it here, and I'm going to ink it again so that we can stamp it in the other corner. I love these corner stamps there. They give a really nice decoration to the panel, very simply. Ooh, this one did not quite turn out. All right, you know what? We have two sides, and I am going to add a little pad. This is a photopolymer stamp, and so you need to have a little cushioning underneath it. With the rubber stamps, the cling stamps, you have the cushioning right here on the stamps that's built in, but on the photopolymer you don't. So having that little cushion here is needed. And see, when you don't use it, you don't necessarily get a good result. The first one worked well, the second one not so well. So let's try it again, because all our cardstock comes with two sides. Isn't that cool? I love that. All right, here we go. Okay, this one had worked well already, so let's hope the other one works well as well. Okay, good ink, yes. And we're going to put it here. There we go. There we go. Perfect. All right, now we are going to color. So I'm going to use the light version of the Fresh Freesia. I like to start with that. I'm not going to be too fussy in coloring because there's already lines that give dimension already to the flowers. So I'm not going to be too concerned about and there's a second flower here Okay, and then I'm going to use the dark one just for a little bit of accent here and there. So this petal is underneath, so I'm going to put a little bit of shadow here, a little bit of shadow at the bottom here, and then here just a little bit along the lines. So here again I'm putting a little shadow here. Okay, and I'm realizing I didn't quite do close. Oh, let's use, I prefer to use this end here rather than the other end, but you use whatever you like best, doesn't really matter. Okay, okay, I think I like that. And then I'm going to use this end here just for a little pop of color with those yellow flowers. Okay, and I don't know if this one is a flower or a leaf. Let's give it a flower. All right, I am going to speed up the other side as I color here. All right, I think our panel is nicely decorated here. Of course, you can, decide, are these flowers or leaves? Doesn't matter. I like the yellow pop of color. All right, so I'm going to remove my my little pad here because our next stamp is a rubber stamp. We're going to use the cross here, and I have a scrap piece of paper here because we are going to get a lighter color of the stamp. I don't want it too dark here, so I'm going to stamp off here and then stamp here. Okay, here we go, just a little bit in the background here, and then I'm going to grab the Happy Easter and my black ink again and stamp over top that. All right about here. Okay, good. All our stamping is done. Now we are going to assemble the cards. So I have a panel here that I am going to glue it on. Yeah, something to be aware of is that when you use the blends, it shows through, like the back is not pretty. So keep that in mind as well. And in a recent newsletter, I had a PDF indicating all the measurements and all for this card here. And so subscribe to my newsletter. I will put the link in the description. bit.ly tutorials for you, like this. And I will put the link in the description. And every Tuesday I send a PDF tutorial. You get, I'll let you know also when there is sales and the classes that are coming up and all these things as well. So you want to subscribe to that. Okay, now on this I'm going to use dimensionals because when you pop something up, it just makes your card a little bit better. And this is one of the tips actually I give you when you subscribe to my newsletter. You get 6 tips on how to improve your cards. All right, and stay on for a little bit longer. I have some more cards to show you using this Decorative Borders stamp set. So there we go. There's our Easter card that is finished, and here's another one still in the purple tones with a different greeting. And again, here I chose to color the flower and the leaves, and you can see I matted my original panel. And again, that's one of the tips. When you add a layer, it just adds to your card. Let's clear this up so I can put them all together. And then there's this one here with, using the two, like that's kind of the same idea, just done a little differently. And then here, this one is nice and shiny. Again, and this one is monochromatic, making it nice and easy to make as well. And it has that shimmer paper as well, which is beautiful. And I have dry embossed this panel here. So this one is quite a bit more, I don't know, advanced or, but very pretty and still simple to make. So there you are. We will see you next time, and keep stamping.